A verdict in Louisiana has triggered outrage in Japan and threats of a lawsuit. Yesterday, a Louisiana jury cleared 31-year-old Rodney Piers of manslaughter in the killing of a Japanese exchange student. In October, Piers shot and killed 16-year-old Yoshiro Hattori, mistaking him for an intruder. Apparently, Piers shouted, "Freeze or I'll shoot," but the boy did not understand English. Piers has apologized to the boy's family, but Hattori's father says he is disgusted by the verdict.
Very sorry that any of this ever happened.
He said the verdict was incredible, unbelievable, and he said something like he doesn't know which home is safe.
The case received widespread attention in Japan, where shootings by civilians are virtually unheard of. The boy's mother says she will sue.
Well, a new tell-all book about Mick Jagger claims the rock star got a lot of sexual satisfaction from both men and women. The book, Jagger Unauthorized, says that he had flings with fellow rockers David Bowie and Eric Clapton, as well as ballet star Rudolf Nureyev, who died of AIDS last January. The author claims Jagger and Nureyev tried to seduce talk show host Geraldo Rivera, who turned them down. Among Jagger's alleged female partners, Madonna and Britain's Princess Margaret.
It's been a year to the month since Tonight Show host Johnny Carson retired, but today he stepped back into the spotlight once again. Carson received an award here in New York from the Center for Communication, a group that helps young media professionals. And he was honored for giving so many young performers their big break. Former late-night competitor Ted Koppel presented the award.
Ted, you went back to your chair. One of my great worries when I did the Tonight Show, I was never worried about the other shows. I was worried about Ted Koppel, that he would go to comedy.
Past award recipients include the late founder of CBS, William Paley, and Washington Post publisher Katharine Graham.
Still ahead tonight, former Mets manager Davey Johnson returns to baseball, plus the Mets take on the red-hot Phillies tonight.
Also, the Islanders fight to stay alive in the playoffs. Rock has highlights next.
It is sports time. We got Rock Road here with the Islanders. Hold your head high.
That's right. No reason to put it down because they were brave. The Islanders tried to beat the odds again tonight, but this time, no way. The Canadians iced their trip to the Stanley Cup playoffs on the home ice. Just 58 seconds into the game, former Devil Kirk Muller gave Montreal a quick lead as he beats Glenn Healy with a backhander to make it 1-0. Then we move to the second period with it 2-zip. Check out the pretty pass from Lebeau to Damphus. Just like that, it was 3-0 Canadiens. Later in the period, Montreal put it on ice with 2 goals in just 6 seconds. The last from Brian Bellows made it 5-0. 5-2 the final. The Isles' comeback effort falls well short, but what an effort nonetheless this playoff season. On the diamond, the Mets took on the first-place Phillies at the Vet tonight. Talk about a quick barometer on what kind of team Dallas Green really inherited. Folks in Philadelphia, obviously with very little respect for the Mets these days. In the second, the Mets proved why. Frank Tanetta offers a cupcake to Pete Incaviglia. He ate it up, launched one from right field for a solo shot, made it 1-0. In the fifth, with the Mets up 2-1, it was Dave Hollins taking Tanetta deep as well. This one a 3-run job to make it 4-2 Philadelphia. Then in the sixth, with it 4-3, up stepped Incaviglia again, and again he launches a solo shot to make it 5-3. Phillies went on to beat him 6-3 to push the Mets 15.5 games back in the East. At the stadium, Bombers began a 10-game homestand with the Orioles paying a visit to the Bronx. When was the last time you saw this happen? Fourth inning, Chris Hoyle smacked one to right field. Danny Tartable makes a great play to cut it off. Set in motion an even better play. The throw to Pat Kelly, and then on to Mike Stanley to get Cal Ripken easily at the plate. But that's not all. Very next batter, Obando, drives one to left. Paul O'Neill says, why can't I be the defensive hero as well? Throws one right to the dish to nail Hoyle's back-to-back defensive gems. Down 6-1, Yankees staged a big comeback, capped off by Kevin Moss here in the sixth. A 3-run shot, his second home run of the ball game, tied it at 6 apiece. But Yankee skipper Buck Showalter may have left young reliever Andy Cook in one batter too long. In the seventh, Ripken sent him deep for a solo shot. Orioles went on to win the game 8-6. Danny Tartable injured late in the contest tonight. His future is uncertain. Davey Johnson will be back in Shea. He'll be managing this weekend, but he'll be in the visitors' dugout. Today, the Reds name him their new skipper, replacing Tony Perez. New York basketball fans still talking about the Knicks' defensive effort against Michael Jordan in Game 1 of the Eastern Final. Air Jordan blew a flat with a meager 10 points in the second half. Today, Michael admitted the Knicks had taken the star bull by the horns.
You know, I won't walk away from blame. You know, I had some shots that I missed, and, you know, I really could have easily been the GOAT yesterday, but it's two sides to a coin, and, you know, yesterday I could have been the GOAT. You never know what might be tomorrow.
And tonight, the Suns easily beat the Sonics to take a 1-0 lead in that Western Final. I'm Rockin' That Sports.
Thank you, Rock. And that's Channel 2 News for this Monday night. I'm Michelle Marsh.
I'm Ernie Avasta. Stay tuned next for Crime Time after Prime Time right here on CBS. And for all of us, have a good night. We'll all be back again tomorrow.